Our drone is also a critical tool to find anything lurking in the shallows.
Okay, heading east.
Just stop there, drop a little lower. What's that?
Looks like a shark.
That's a shark, eh? Yeah, it is.
Yep.
We have got a bronze whaler shark. And as their name suggests, they're a bronzy colour, kind of a browny colour. A great white would be a much darker colour. These guys have also got a much blunter nose. A white shark's nose is much pointier. They get their name because back during the whaling era, when a whale was harpooned, lots of these sharks would turn up to feed on the carcass. Let's just go a little higher, James. There's tons of them.
I've never seen so many of them out here.
You've never seen so many?
No.
And that is interesting that we're seeing so many bronze whaler sharks, because it's normal for them to be here, but not in these numbers at this time of year. And this could be an indication that there's something out of whack here. Okay, James, let's spin around, head back up the coast, because there's a couple surfers just got in the water down there.
Heading towards the beach.
Bronzies aren't a threat to people, right?
No, I never heard of an attack.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Hold there. Wow, look at that surfer. He's got bronze whaler sharks all around him. I think this will be a very different experience for us filming this if that was a great white shark.
For sure.
We only ever hear about the bad shark encounters in the news, but this goes to show the reality that around the world every day, thousands and thousands of people could be having very close encounters with sharks, and they don't even realise. Our excitement at seeing bronze whaler sharks is short-lived. Well, this doesn't look good at all. That is some serious weather coming in. There's a big wall of rain. That wind is building and there's some big swell coming in. This is not good. This storm will last a few days and make searching for great whites impossible. So instead of waiting, we travel 600 miles northeast to a warmer part of the Indian Ocean. Here I can learn more about sharks. From a species that gathers at an iconic reef called Aliwal Shoal. We've come a few miles offshore and the sun's just poking up above the horizon. And you wouldn't know it's sat here, but we are currently on top of an incredible natural structure that's on the seabed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go! This rocky reef is famous for sharks that swarm in a natural cave called the Cathedral. Wow, that's cool. I've never seen anything like it. That is just the most prehistoric scene. I mean, that makes sense. Sharks have been around for hundreds of millions of years. Sharks predate the dinosaurs. Sharks have even been around longer than trees. These are all spotted ragged-toothed sharks. And no one knows for sure why they gather here, but it's thought it's part of a mating ritual. These caves are full of life. Hey, buddy. Got a hawksbill turtle. Oh, cool, big potato bass. It's a shame we're not here to make a bass documentary, really. Because this guy is much friendlier than the sharks. I really hope we'd find one of these. This is a ragged-toothed shark's tooth. They've got about 100 active teeth at any one time. But behind that, they've got a conveyor belt of fresh teeth that can replace them. You know, it's estimated that in their lives, they can go through 10,000 teeth.
Raggies can grow 10 feet long and weigh the same as a grizzly bear. Getting used to their size and body language should help prepare us for the great whites. But there is one crucial difference.
Their mouths are terrifying. But the reason that I am very chill and very relaxed is because of the shape of those teeth. If you look at a great white shark's teeth, they're triangular and they're for cutting and shearing big prey. Whereas these raggies have needle-shaped teeth. That means they're for biting down, grabbing, and then swallowing their prey whole. So as a human, I am way too big to be swallowed whole in a mouth that size. So I am not on the menu.
Swimming so close to so many sharks might be against every human instinct. But by understanding their anatomy and behavior, we're able to dive with them safely.
To see that many big sharks all together, something that will stay with me for a long time. If only finding the great whites was that straightforward.
With another shark dive under our belts, I'm desperate to get back to Robert and find a great white. The storm has passed, and it's time to retrieve our remote cameras with Lacey.
Oh, thank you.
With only 7 days left, it's now or never to find the great whites.
Baby.
Okay, this is our spot on the sand. Not much going on there. Next one.
As we trawl through more and more footage, anxiety starts to creep in.
Oh, every single camera is coming up empty.
Nada.
None of these cameras have any sharks on. The sharks are either not here or being very, very elusive.
They are very good at that, but it is concerning to not see any great whites during this time of year in the winter when we expect to see them, and they have been seen in these areas.
Why are they not here?
There are a couple theories. One of those is with respect to the commercial fisheries.
Shark fishing is a global industry, with over 100 million caught every year.
Wow. Jeez.
Great whites themselves are protected, but fishing of other shark species still affects them, especially in South African waters.
So there are commercial shark longliners that are legally permitted to fish soupfin and smoothhound sharks. They are a primary food source for great white sharks. Great whites do hunt seals. They're famous for that, but that's only a part of a great white shark's diet. And so if you start to take away a predator's food, they will either have to maybe go elsewhere, or if there's not enough food, then they can die.
And to make matters worse, a new threat has recently arrived on this coast.
Another of the theories that's being explored are the impact of orcas that are hunting great white sharks in South African waters.
Around the world, orcas, often known as killer whales, prey on great whites. My friend has sent me footage of an incredible showdown.
Just the speed that that thing comes through.
Orcas ram the sharks, paralyzing them before eating the most nutritious parts.
Many of us have, myself included, always thought great white sharks were the top dog, and it's an emotional experience to see them as the prey.
Just a few days ago, we heard a report to the east that there was a group of orca spotted.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't sound like good news for us then.
When the orcas come through, the great white sharks in that area are not seen for a while. It's very possible we might be witnessing that documented flight response.